Hey! I've noticed that I've been getting a lot more followers who are newer to the game, which I'm sure is both exciting and overwhelming to be introduced to so much content. I started playing Genshin 4 days after launch, and there are many things I would do differently if I could go back in time. So here are some tips for you guys that I wish I knew earlier on that hopefully will help you through the world of Teyvat. Now, let's get into it. Firstly, here's tip number 1. It may be difficult to hold off, but don't spend your fragile resin until AR 45. AR 45 unlocks the max difficulty for artifact domains. Now, as opposed to it being a chance that you obtain a 5-star artifact, every single time you complete the domain on the level 90 difficulty, you get it guaranteed. Sitting on 30 plus fragile resin should easily get you a good build or two. Based on your team comp, you might want to do one artifact domain that will benefit your characters regardless of which artifact set drops. An example of this would be the Maiden's Beloved Viridescent domain. It never hurts to have a good healer, especially if you're starting out, and a built anima unit is a must-have. As said before, a good healer does help. That's right, don't disrespect barbs. Tip number 2 is to do your daily commissions. Mine are already completed, so here's a voiceover during combat. One of the easiest ways to level up in the game is to do your commissions. Not only does it give you experience, but it gives you primogems, weapon enhancement material, and a bunch of other stuff. It can be tedious, but you do get to a point in the game in which completing story quests as well as events does count towards your commissions. Every 3 days, you get enough primogems to almost make a wish, which can add up especially if you're free to play. Tip number 3, do the little things. The reason this one's in quotations is because doing small little tasks do add up. At the end of the day, this is a gacha game. They tend to be slow-paced. You should absolutely be sending your characters on expeditions daily. Spending your resin daily, even if you condense it for later. If you're really early in the game and you can't farm for 5-star artifacts yet, do the ley lines. I can promise you at one point or another you're going to run out of Mora and character experience books. You can even use your resin to make Mystic Enhancement ore, assuming that you have the magic chunks. Doing these tasks daily, weekly, overall think about how many resources you're stacking up. And that's it for the video. I want to say that I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch and I hope that this helps. If there's anything else you'd like me to make a video on, comment down below.